the moment with the Marvel's Avengers beta, the levels we can actually explore are all relatively small and self-contained, but there is actually a secret level within the beta. The area you can explore is absolutely huge, and if you want to explore everything within it, and it's most definitely worth exploring, it's probably going to take you around about half an hour or so. The region itself is the Snowy Tundra. You can see it here, and the mission type is known as a vault mission as well. Now there's a few things you have to do before you can actually unlock this, and there's a few things you want to do before you actually go in as well, because there are 4 secret chests within this level and you need certain keys to actually open them. So let's run through everything you need to do. Starting off then, you want to visit a level that we've actually visited a few times earlier on today. It was mainly for farming gear. So firstly you start off with Pacific Northwest. Now from there you want to jump into Stark Realities. There is a vault key within that, and I'll actually show you now where you go to get that. If you've already watched a video done earlier on talking about the best way to actually farm gear, this is the same vault that we will be going to, but if you've not watched that, we'll quickly show this off here exactly where you need to go. So you can see now up the top left you've got a little scanner icon, and we are getting closer to it. It's just in front of this tree here. If we drop down, hold down the square button, you'll have a vault that will open. Now there is a white chest within this vault, and it has a chance of dropping the vault key. I did have to run it in this instance to do it around about 7 or 8 times, so it can take quite some time. When you do go all the way over here, if you don't actually get it, then you can just pause the game, you can hold down the triangle button, quit out the level, and then you can just retry it again. And once you pick up the key, you don't actually have to complete the entire level. So this is me, of course, on the one time I did get it, trying to open the chest and instead engaging in melee combat. I hope they really do fix that, because it can be a little bit difficult to open chests at time. But you can see we've got the vault resource key, so let me show what you do with that now. Once you have the vault resource key, you'll have the Snowy Tundra appear. Now I didn't realise myself until quite late into the game, you can actually rotate the map there. So there you go, you can see the Snowy Tundra. Now if we go all the way back over here again, before you actually go into this, now it doesn't look like the loot has been tuned for these chests yet, so I wouldn't actually bother doing this for now, but in future we may be wanting to do this. But you would go to the Pacific Northwest once again. You've got your mission here to tame a Titan, which is a really difficult boss mission. You'll have to level up your characters before you take this on. When you actually complete this, you'll see that one of the rewards it gives is a DNA key. Now that key is used to open 4 of the high level chests that are within the Snowy Tundra area, but again at the moment the loot's not been tuned for those chests, so I wouldn't actually farm the keys at the moment, but for a later date you might be looking to do that. There are however a ton of other chests within this particular area, and it's a whole lot of fun to explore because it's absolutely huge. Now what I will do just for future reference is I'll actually go into the Snowy Tundra now and I'll show you where the 4 chests are, so when proper loot is added to them you'll be able to find them nice and easy. Each of the 4 chests then you will be able to get with any hero regardless of their mobility. Yes, that even includes Hulk, but for the purpose of this video and it not taking too long because the level is absolutely huge, I've went Iron Man just so we can fly through it. So the first one is coming up here, the large platform straight ahead. In just a second you'll see the first chest. And there we go, there it is there. From this chest you want to fly straight ahead to the huge structure you can see in the background there. It takes a fair bit of time to get to this. You'll notice as well as we're flying towards this target, you're going over special elite bosses, you're going over special missions, and if you complete these then you will be unlocking gear for your character as well. So when you are going through this stage you want to do these as well, but for the purpose of making it nice and quick I'm just flying past them all here. There's a chest to the left hand side of us as well actually. And then just in here, and once again you can get up there with Hulk, but it's a little bit trickier. You can see we've got our second blue chest. So we're now going all the way back to roughly where we got that first chest. You can see the aim building on the left, that's the one we came through on our way to the first chest. You can see the building actually for the first chest as well. But we'll keep going forward here. In just a moment here then we'll see a building on the left hand side. Now there's two waves of enemies outside that you don't have to clear them, but what you have to do, the chest is within the building and there'll be different forms of switches. There will either be switches on the walls you need to shoot or punch, or there'll be switches on the ground you actually have to walk over, but you don't have to clear the enemies at all here. There we go, there's the door that you'll be opening there. So you've pressed all the switches, you've opened the door, now to go on to the final fourth chest. Now you can see a huge radio antenna, that's the one that we're actually working our way towards. Various other chests here as well, so when you're exploring level fully, you want to get them. Now the chest here is on the second level. You will be able to get up it via Hulk, so let me actually just show what you would do here. There we go, Hulk's able to climb up there. And then there we are, that is our fourth and final chest. Now at the moment it looks like, as mentioned, I've not actually put the proper loot into these chests yet because they take a lot of work. You need to beat the villain sector, it's the warbot, you need to actually beat that, and it's quite a long boss fight, it takes about 10 minutes, so I wouldn't actually do that yet. If you are doing it, hold on to your keys for now, and if there's any changes to the actual contents of these boxes, I will let you know, and you now know the location of them. But as always, hope the video's been helpful. Thanks for tuning in, stay safe, and I'll see you all again soon.